In 1973, Roe v. Wade, abortion became legal to save women's lives. Though this was a time that we weren't as medically advanced, now the reason for the ruling no longer has significance.
I just came to talk for a while, got some things I need to say. Now that it's over.
In the song playing Lucy, Still talks about a young couple who got scared and decided to terminate the pregnancy, soon after they fell into a deep depression. They were told by a counselor to treat it as a death in the family. They got a gravestone and finally decided to name her Lucy.
I just wanna hold her. I've gotta live with the choices I made, and I can't live with myself today. Hey Lucy, I remembered your
protection. In fact, I think that law already exists. It's called the Constitution of the United States. And let me go further. I believe that every single human being is entitled to the protection of our laws, whether they can vote or not, whether they can speak or not, whether they can hire a lawyer or not, whether they have a birth certificate or not. And I think future generations will look back at this history of our country and call us barbarians for murdering millions of babies who we never gave them a chance to live.
Hey Lucy, I remembered your birthday. They said it'd bring some closure to say your name. I know I'd do it all different if I had the chance, but all I got are these roses to give, and they can't help me make a mess.
I was just a few days shy of my 19th birthday when I heard the words, "You're pregnant." I figured that this meant I needed to decide if I wanted to become a mother, not realizing that I already was. I chose abortion because well-meaning loved ones encouraged it or offered no alternatives. I didn't think I would be able to finish college. I was ashamed to be pregnant outside of marriage. It was so easy to believe the lies, that what would be removed was simply a piece of tissue, that by having it removed, I could easily go on with my life, never looking back. Everything and nearly everyone was pointing towards abortion. This was not just my choice. This was the choice of a society. I recall a 9-hour bus trip, going to the clinic on a Thursday evening in October, my boyfriend standing at the counter, handing over the $200. I remember walking down a long hallway, going into a room where they inserted a laminaria stick inside of me, told me to come back the next morning. That night was spent curled up in a baby inside the womb position, crying from the pain. My only memory of the next day is of walking down that same hallway, going into a room, climbing up on the table, and the excruciating pain. My memory returns the following Monday as I open a letter from the clinic stating that all of the tissue had successfully been removed. I now know that that tissue included the fully formed hands and feet and the once beating heart of my first child. How I wish I had fought for him. The next year was a steady blur of heavy drug and alcohol use, and for the next 16 years, I suffered from eating issues, nightmares, flashbacks, anger outbursts, low self-esteem, inability to trust anyone. I couldn't bond with my children, nor trust my parenting decisions. After all, look how I had done with my first.
Living the life that we could have had. Me and Lucy walking hand in hand. Me and Lucy never wanna end. Hey Lucy, I remember your name.